What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to make beautiful beats for Drake and Party Next Door. Consider joining our community Discord, link in the description. If you need new high quality sounds to increase your production level and get your music sounding right, go to junojojo.co and we got everything you need, baby. So in this video I'm going to break down how we made this melody. I'm going to show you guys everything step by step, everything that you guys need to know to make something very similar to this, so that way you can go and replicate it or even do it better. And then after that, I'm going to put some drums on top of it in a new project. And then I'll play you guys the finished beat at the very end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, consider subscribing and let's get straight into it, man. Let's go. So this is the project that we're gonna go ahead and break down. Let me go ahead and show you guys everything, how we made it. We have the Butter preset in Analog Lab. It's a piano. So pretty cool. We start off with a G minor 7, and then we have a G diminished, and then we have an F major 7 into a D minor 7. So basically we have a 4 diminished, 3 1 progression. Sounds pretty cool. I like it, and that just came from playing out some ideas on the piano. Next we have this 43 horn. It's from the Juno section of Analog Lab, and this is basically the exact same MIDI, but let's go ahead and hear what that sounds like. I did tweak the Juno preset a bit, so I'll show you guys kind of what I think I did. Like, bro, tell me that doesn't sound fucking beautiful. That's why I'm Juno Jojo, bro. That's my favorite synth, bro. Juno is, there's nothing like it. It's just so beautiful. But let me go ahead and open up the Juno. So basically we turned on 1 and 2 chorus. And then we messed around with the sub. We added a tiny bit of sub frequency, so basically like that lower end frequency. And then we messed around with the frequency and the resonance sliders. So basically we just changed kind of what frequencies were highlighted, basically, to put that in simplest terms. And I don't think we changed anything else. We turned off chorus noise. I think that's about it. Like I said, exact same MIDI as the piano. We just copied it over. I like to layer things a bit. Moving on, we have a top off preset. Not sure where it came from. Again, I have no clue how to show you, but we have this cool little arpeggiation going on right here. We have the mixin preset. We have the default Valhalla vintage verb for the reverb, did tweak the decay and all of that. You can copy that. And then we just have a chill little halftime. So as you can see, it just adds like a weird glitchy, trippy effect towards like the end of every 2 bars. And then we have an arpeggiation right here. It's a little arp I made from my Void Analog Lab bank. It's the distant preset and it's an arp. And super soft. My shit is lagging hard as hell right now. But we just copied the chords that were hitting on the ones, basically pasted those in, kept them short because I liked how the arpeggiation sounded. When it was short, it wasn't doing too much. Then we pasted them over and pitched it up an octave. Very simple stuff. And then next we have the Serum 2 Glass Cannon bass preset from my new Hypno Serum 2 bank. I'm telling you, make sure you guys go check out that Hypno Serum 2 preset bank that I dropped. 50 presets plus 10 samples. You can hear a preview for over 40 of the presets, and that's how you know it's quality. Anyways, bass Glass Cannon, just following the root notes, and this is what that sounds like. So again, following that 4-3-1 chord progression, and then we have a 4-5 that gets introduced right here. We go to the 3, and then we have the 5 again. And the reason I did the 5 again is because actually it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down from the note that I was trying to go to. It sounded nice, so I was like, fuck it. It kind of allows for the chord to feel a little different if like the bass note is different from what it typically would be. So I changed the bass note, boom, and then we allow the actual bass note to come in but an octave higher, just to kind of add a little bit of like personality to it, a little bit of movement, I guess you could call it. Boom, so we rendered everything out. We added this perk loop. Very subtle, very ambient, very chill. The last thing that we added for real to this melody is this cool little lead thing that I chopped up. I can play you guys like a majority or some of it. I don't have the notes just because I actually just pressed play on the record thing and only had to record the audio. I know it doesn't look like it, but I promise you I'm not lying. This is what we came up with. That part sounds kind of ass, and I know you hear like the low frequencies kind of farting. You're probably, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why it sounds like that, but we EQ'd that out, so I don't even worry about that. But this part right here is cool though. Cool stuff. We dragged that out, chopped out the parts that we liked, and we ended up making like a little bit of fading some audio in, fading some audio out type of deal. And we layered the parts that we liked, and this is what it sounded like. But you can barely hear the farting and stuff now. We obviously EQ'd the lows out. We added Valhalla delay, just the default preset. KHS chorus, and then we have KHS flanger, or flanger, fuck. For the chorus, what we did was we changed the number of chorus voices from 2 to 3, because by default it's on 2. So we changed it from 2 to 3, and that just made it sound a little more like, more spread out. I don't fucking know, something like that. We basically just recorded everything out how it was, layered it how we wanted to, and then we have the full sample. Let's go ahead and go into a new project, throw some drums on it, show you how this whole thing would come together before a mastermind like Drake or Party Next Door would hop on this motherfucker and just murder it. You know what I'm saying? And so you guys can be able to do it yourselves. Get yourself a little Drake song or a little P&D song. Throw it in here. I'm gonna stretch it. If you ever have the stems and you wanna like kind of quickly get all of the stems, my shit lagging, so I can't even really speed run it, but I like to go up to this magnet over here at the top left and go to like beat or half beat. You can control left shift. Hold on. So let me run that back clear and concise, because I'm a fucking idiot. So basically, whenever I have stems and I want to get all of them layered as fast as possible, instead of basically doing all this bullshit where I cut each silent thingy, each thing that separates it one by one, you can do it this very smart way right here. Basically what you gonna do, I'm gonna undo it so that way you could just watch me do it really fast. If my shit fucking lets me, god damn. But you're gonna go top left, you're gonna go to this magnet right here, you're gonna go select beat, that's just what I do. Then you're gonna press C, that's gonna select this slicer tool, or you can just click here if you don't feel like pressing it. I respect it. Boom. Now you're gonna start cutting only in the front. Only in the front. You're not worried about the back. You're not cutting here. You're not doing none of that. You're only cutting the front where all of these slices are already made, but I'm acting like I'm cutting. Then boom, you press P to get your pencil tool back, or you click it. I respect it. Then you control left click drag, select all of them. Now you're gonna drag it to where you want to start the layering at. Boom, I want to start it there. Now control shift left click on the one I want to deselect. It's always gonna be the one in the front. Boom. Drag the next ones in. Boom, control shift left click, deselect. Control shift left click, deselect. Control shift left click. That's a tongue twister, bro. Fuck, but you get the point now. You get how it's going down. That'll speed it up a little bit for you. You feel me? And then now, instead of you sitting there like a dumbass and cutting each individual silence gap to separate the stems, that separates the stems, now what you can do is you can be a genius and go to your cut tool and do shift and left click drag all the way up that motherfucker, control left click and select all of them, and then control X to delete them and get this one the fuck out of here. Boom. Now you can just, you know what I'm saying, you got all the stems stacked up, and you could have done that really fast, but I had to explain it, you feel me? Maybe you'll see that in a future video if you decide to subscribe or something. Let's go ahead and add some drums, man. My audio hasn't been recording. No. All right, well, it's gonna be fixed now. Sorry about that, but. Oh yeah. What? Hold on. Hold on. All right, then we're gonna go find a MIDI for our hi-hat and add a cool little effect on it, and it's gonna add some like cool little texture to the bounce. Vectrix 2, find some cool preset that just adds a nice little texture to what we got going on. Let me move this back here. Nah, that's fine. What? We can add the bass again, but like a little stronger. All right, so now we have the cool intro. Boom. We got the stem so we can mess around with stuff. Like I said, we can do whatever we want at this point. I'm gonna try to open it up in this section right here, and we'll just basically take away a lot of sounds. I'm gonna go ahead and rearrange this, split by channel. Boom, get everything in here. But you guys see, I've been working on my simplicity. Hold on now. I've been working on the simplicity. I've been working on that. And then let's figure out what we want to hear. Oh yeah, I want to hear that alone and louder. And then I want to take this out. We'll do like this. I don't know what's kind of delayed right here. So I'm gonna scoot that up. That's stupid. Hold on, cousin. Wait, let me see what. Why I turned southern for a second, cousin? Hold on, cousin. Man, it's like about to. Ooh, they're lucky this beat hard. I was about to tweak. Let's actually make it mad chill, mad chill, mad chill. So what we're gonna do is slide this over. I like this here. I want this part. We can just use that for like the beginning of another one instead of having all these stems out. Okay. And then we'll just basically do this. I can copy that over here. And then I want to do like this in the intro or something. And then it starts like building like boom. And then we had like this come in later maybe. Fuck that actually. Let me just do this. And we can just texture it up kinda so it feel like it's building up to something. And we'll add this here. And what we'll actually do is cut the second part and just add this first part of the arpeggiation towards the second half. Hell yeah. Fire. Oh my God, that's beautiful. I want to have something weird here, like not too weird, but like a little weird though. So maybe we can do like some filter freak, get a little freaky on their ass. Not like Diddy freaky, but like freaky though, like an acceptable amount of freaky. Ooh. Hold on. I like that better just because it matched the freak of the actual sample. It feel a little slower. I like that. Now what we're gonna do, render that out. I'm gonna delete this section right here, boom. And we can just kind of slow that bit down a little bit and then turn everything back on. What? Hold on. Beautiful work, man. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button. It takes 2 seconds. It's free and it really helps out the channel. And you know how it is, man. This channel need all the love it can get. Also, if you were having a bad day, man, just know it can get worse. At least your fucking barber didn't fuck you up. The one you trusted the most, Richard. Nah, real shit though. Hopefully y'all are doing better than me and y'all can't see it if I don't lift it up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna grow back. He just made a little oopsie with the clipper. Everybody gets got by their barber at least once in life. And I know somebody bitch ass finna take it and put it in the fucking Discord. Don't you fucking do it. Oh yeah, join the Discord by the way. Oh, also, if you wanted to schedule a consultation one-on-one with me, so that way you could receive honest feedback, or if you wanted music theory tips or music industry tips or networking tips or how to sell beats, how to sell kits, how to build your platform, anything like that, or you just want to cook with somebody that's already established in the industry, or you want all of the above from a credible source like myself, Grammy nominated, multi-gold, produced for plenty of artists, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at JunoJojo_. I've already started doing them and they've been wonderful. The people I'm mentoring having a wonderful time, learning a lot. So why not make it you? Why not learn faster, progress faster in music? Y'all got to hear a fire beat today, man. Shut up. Love y'all. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. My dumbass forgot to play the finished beat for y'all, bro. Come on. That's my bad. Here it is, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thank you for watching.